Good afternoon, Mr. Foreman. You're, you're on mute.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Good. Would you introduce yourself and tell us your name and your current mailing address?
My name is Raymond Foreman. My current address is 1804 Chadwick Lane, Forney, Texas, 75126.
All right, thank you, sir. Let me see, Mr. Foreman, let me read some identifying information. You're seeking a pardon with restoration of firearms. You were sentenced in Orleans Parish in November 2000 for second-degree kidnapping. You received a 5-year sentence. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. Your case was assigned to Mr. Tillis. Would you answer his questions?
Good afternoon, Mr. Foreman. How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing, sir?
Good, good. Tell me what happened. What happened?
My ex-wife and I, which is the victim, Mrs. Felicia Easterlin, we were going through a nasty divorce, trying to patch things up, child custody battle, things of that nature. We would always fall off, and then try to patch it back up, get together, break up again, and get together. We did that for several years throughout our marriage and relationship. We tried to go to a hotel one day and patch it up. Went to the hotel, got into an argument. She wanted to leave. I didn't want her to leave, which was selfish on my part. I take full responsibility of that. Everything that happened that day was my fault. Nothing she did to provoke that. I wasn't man enough to allow her to leave, and I held her against her will, and that was wrong. I would like to apologize to her, just to let her know that I'm sorry if I may. That shouldn't have happened. And if I can, apologize to our 3 kids because they suffered through this ordeal as well. I'm like I say, I'm remorseful. I'm sorry that it happened. It shouldn't have never happened. And everything that happened was my fault. I take full accountability for that.
Okay. I read through your case. I saw where she dropped the charges. It's kind of normal. She talked to the judge, but I see you have your wife with you today.
Yes, sir.
And she wants to say something on your behalf.
Nicole.
Oh, she's here. Zoom. Your wife is on Zoom?
Yes, sir. You're on mute.
Still on mute.
All right. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say, okay, well, again, my name is Nicole Foreman, and I am Mr. Foreman's wife. I've known him for 23 years now, and we've been married for 22 years. We share 2 sons together, ages 17 and 15. And I just want to say that Raymond is a very dedicated, hardworking man, and he's dedicated to his family. He has taken full accountability for his actions and is genuinely remorseful for his past. I can honestly say that my heart also goes out to the victim, Miss Felicia, because as a woman, I, you know, I know that no woman should have to go through that type of abuse and experience that type of pain. But over the years, I have watched Raymond grow into a God-fearing man who lives his life with a deep sense of reverence, which guides his choices and his actions. This commitment is reflected in his character, it's reflected in his conduct toward others, and also his devotion to his family and his faith. Raymond has a huge support system, and we all are committed to his plans for just much success in the future. I thank all of you for your time and consideration in this matter. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you so much. Mr. Foreman.
Yes,
Why
sir.
do you might need a firearm?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry, sir.
Why do you feel you need a firearm?
So let me just say this. We have firearms in the house that's in my wife's name. And my biggest deal with firearms is that I have gotten into my wife's vehicle, not knowing that she's left her firearm in the vehicle after she get off from work. She's at her shop late at night. So a lot of times she'll come pull in the garage. Either I get in her car, go to the store, or go to work, or go get gas. And I get to my destination and find out, hey, it's a firearm. So if the cops was to stop me, they don't want to hear, "Oh, this is your wife's firearm," because it's in my possession, me not knowing. So that's the only deal. I don't hunt, I don't do any of that, but that's the only problem I have with a firearm.
Yeah, well, that's good. And that's a good reason. I don't have any more questions.
Any other questions?
Yeah, well, you know, the deal about firearms is you've got a lot of, in your past criminal history, like the aggravated kidnapping and the domestic abuse battery and, another second degree, simple criminal damage, attempted second degree murder, simple kidnapping, aggravated burglary, second degree kidnapping. I mean, it's riddled with violence. Well, and to women, particularly your wife, but and then it's been involving a gun or some type.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, ma'am.
It be, I mean, the aggravated part, is it a knife or a weapon or?
No,
what?
it was never a weapon. It was never a weapon. Never a weapon involved, ma'am. I never was the type to carry a gun, didn't have a gun, didn't have a knife, didn't have a stick or anything. And I don't want to, what I'm about to say, I don't want to discredit the victim because she is the victim. But that was her go-to deal every time something would happen. Let me call the police. If it was me trying to get custody of the kids, let me call the police. I don't want to discredit the victim because she is the victim. But that was the pattern. Let me get him in hot water. This is the way I can get him off of me. If you can see, and like I say again, I'm not trying to discredit the victim in any kind of way. If you can see, when I was released from jail, we had another son after that, and she got pregnant after I was released from jail. So that's why I say that was the thing. Let me call the police on him every time. And I don't know how to correct that. I can't tell you her mental. I can't tell you what her thinking is, but I'm truly sorry for what I put her through, my kids and her family. I mean, I don't know what else to, say about that. But it never was a weapon involved in none of that. Never.
What were you gonna say, Mr.
Did you see your kids now?
I see my oldest kid and my grandkids. The other two, they still stay with their mom per se. So I took myself when they moved from, I don't know where it was, somewhere in Texas. After they moved from New Orleans, I moved to Texas just to get away because I just was tired of it. I didn't want to put me through it, my wife through it, and I didn't want to put my kids through it. I don't push the issue to talk to them, but I talk to my oldest daughter, Ariane, every day. I talk to my grandkids every day. Now my younger two with Mrs. Felicia Easterland, I don't talk to them.
Okay. And let me ask you this is the most concerning. What was the aggravated battery with a dangerous weapon in 2009?
And that's what I didn't have a weapon, sir. I didn't have a weapon. In 2009, no, I know I got it. I think because me and my wife talked about it. It was my truck. I was backing out the driveway, and it was said that I rolled over her foot, but I didn't roll over her foot. The police were standing right there. So what they did that day, they brought me to 7th District. They didn't even bring me to jail. They brought me to 7th District, handcuffed me to a chair. The lights went out. When they came in for roll call, the police was like, "What are you doing in here?" I'm like, "Well, I told them what happened. I said, and this is where they brought me at." So they tried to call, I think the sergeant name was Sincere. They tried to call Sergeant Sincere. She didn't answer. It was Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving morning. They said, "Well, she didn't answer. She must have wanted you to go to jail." So they brought me to jail. But that's what happened. I went to go get my clothes I had a couple of pieces of clothes that I needed to get from that house. And when I couldn't get my clothes, I backed the truck out. The police was right there. That's what they claimed was a weapon, was my truck, I guess. That's the only thing I could see.
Okay. Okay. I have no other questions.
How long have you been divorced? You and
We've
Felicia?
been divorced since 2005, I want to say. No, 2000. No, 95. So it had to be about 2000. We got divorced. Yep, since 2000.
And you were still seeing her in 2009?
No, so that's another thing. We looked at this application. That was with a family friend. That wasn't with Mrs. Felicia Easterling.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know then.
Yeah,
Okay.
that wasn't with Miss Felicia Easterling.
Okay.
So that person is the one who said you rolled over their foot.
Yes, ma'am.
She's a
All right, I don't see any other questions, so
I'd like to call it executive session.
Mr. Tillis has called executive session. Is there a second?
second.
Second by Mr. Freeman. Any objection? All right, stand by. We'll be in executive session for a few moments to discuss confidential matters.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Foreman, it's 1:06 and I am moving that we return to regular session. Is there any objection?
No.
Hearing none, we'll be back in regular session and we are prepared to vote. And Mr. Tillis, I'll ask for your vote first.
Mr. Foreman, my vote is to grant with, respiration of firearms.
Mrs. Stapleton?
My vote is to deny based upon what I'm seeing here is your extensive criminal history involving domestic violence.
Mr. Prater?
My vote is to deny criminal history.
And Mr. Freeman?
My vote is to deny criminal history and law enforcement.
Mr. Foreman, based on what I see in the record, my vote today also is to deny based on the criminal history and the law enforcement opposition. So you've gotten four votes to deny your application today. So that's the outcome of today's
Okay,
proceeding.
so can I ask one question before y'all leave? Am I allowed, because all that's been expunged off my record. All that's been expunged off my record, can I reapply soon?
Sure.
Like all of,
Yeah, you can reapply.
okay, I don't know if it's worth it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, and although it's expunged, so that still probably would hinder me, or no, I don't, you know.
I don't see it expunged here on my record. So
You still can't have a firearm.
We'll still get it.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I have the